What's the deal, YouTube? It's your boy Next Gen 720, and I am back with another video. Ladies and gentlemen, I will be choosing the winner for the Elite Controller giveaway between Friday to Monday, so that I get it in my hands. I will choose somebody. I'm going to inbox you on YouTube, and they give you a day to respond. And I pick the next person. You can hit me on Twitter, Zaya2005. You hit me on Skype, Zaya720, or Facebook or whatever. I'll give you a day, but then I'm going to pick the next person in line. It is what it is. I'm not going to give a big announcement, but I did that before twice and got fucking shamboozled. I gave away a 1-year Xbox Live one time, and you motherfuckers are very crafty, I swear. And I gave away Resident Evil 6. And the guy, I remember my first giveaway for 1,000 subscribers, maybe 100 subscribers. I don't remember. But I know I chose a guy named Louis Mercado. And so I announced the name Louis Mercado, whatever the case. Give me, so they're gonna, just hit me back, hey, Louis Mercado. But this motherfucker, instead of Mercado with an O, he put the letter 0. So I ended up still giving Louis Mercado a copy of it also. So I, set me back another $60 fucking dollars. But these motherfuckers are fucking tricky. But anyway, like I said, I give you a day to reach back out to me. If not, I choose the next person in line. So I get it in my hands. Also, too, but not even also. Let's get on to today's video. So there's a lot of Xbox, and I'm gonna talk about several topics within this one video. Phil Spencer had a lot to say. They just one thing about Phil and them, they always interacting with their fans on Twitter. And it was, I understand too, every time, these higher-ups interact with their fan base on Twitter, these sites run and make an article about it. I remember last year, around Christmas time, and I was talking to Aaron Greenberg on Twitter, and I said, Aaron, how much you guys would give me if I traded my PlayStation 4 or something like that? They had the deal, you trade in your system, the Xbox or PS3 or something, and you get a few games or get whatever off. And I think he made it say he gave me 5 games, whatever the case. It was Chanel. I'm shooting. Thank you. So anyway, it was funny as hell. And one of these sites ran and made an article about it like that. I'm like, what the hell? But anyway, on to today's video. Phil had a lot to say. He said, what says here? Phil Spencer, 2016. Hold on 1 second. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry. I'm back. House loud. So. But anyway, I don't know if I repeat myself again in this video, please forgive me. Forgot where I left off at. But anyway, Phil, when I start interacting with people on Twitter, site minutes of him. So anyway, interacting with, actually was going back with Peter Moore, one of the fans, where we see a Knights of the Old Republic remake for the Xbox One. Now listen here, if they were to do something like that, I haven't played that game in over 13, 14 years. And, kind of forgot the end of it. I played through it. I beat it. I loved it. Knights of the Old Republic 2 wasn't that great. It wasn't as good as the first one. I don't think BioWare made the second one, but I remember it not being as great as the first one. I didn't get that far in the second one. So him and Peter Moore were jousting on Twitter. I guess he's getting the fans involved. And that would be dope. They get a Knights of the Old Republic. Like, that shit was ill. BioWare, man. If you know anything about BioWare, I'm quite sure many of you guys probably never played it before that are young. But if you ever played Mass Effect and you like, how BioWare does their RPGs, imagine that on the Star Wars tip. You can, have the good powers, the Force, the evil choke powers, or you can have the good powers. It was pretty dope. Your face supposed to be turning bad, your face supposed to get evil. But anyway, I wouldn't mind seeing that with some next generation graphics. Like I said, I always, before you call me a hypocrite, I always say I didn't buy a new console to play old games, but like some things will be cool. I don't want anything from last generation. I spent 10 years in last generation. I'm cool on that. But if they can give a game from back in the day with a next generation treatment, I'm cool. Like, I don't have a problem with Final Fantasy VII. It's just that I'm just not a big Final Fantasy fan. I'm just not a big Final Fantasy fan. For those that love it, cool. But if they were to remake it or whatever the case may be, EA does have the deal in place with Disney to make all their games. I doubt if they ever have. And they also asked him, do you have any plans? He said he doesn't have any plans to remake Otagi. I believe Sega made that. That was another exclusive for the OG Xbox, if I'm not mistaken. Then he was talking about a bunch of other stuff, they talked about. He said he loved working with Nintendo. They publishing Minecraft on the Wii U. Then he went on to say that he would love to see some of Nintendo games on the Xbox One. Phil, you're going a little too far there. I don't have any interest at all playing Mario, Duck Hunt, none of that shit on my Xbox One. You can keep all that kitty shit over there. If I wanted to play that shit there, I'd be on the Wii U. And I'm sorry. No. And no Nintendo, that shit won't have no achievements. Won't have no voice chat. No, Nintendo is, man. You know what I mean? You probably had to put in a friend code, had to make this dumbass avatar. You can keep all that kitty shit on the Nintendo ecosystem. Like, I'm an Xbox dude. I'll play Xbox game. I don't want to play. I'm not big, like I said, I'm not really too big into platformers and this shit anyway. Like, I don't really care for Sonic, Crash Bandicoot. Like, I don't want to play that shit. It's not my thing, Sega All-Star Racing. I don't give a fuck about none of those type games, man. Me, I like, action games. Like, the Batmans and the Tomb Raiders and, a little multiplayer. The other shit, this is not my thing, though. You know what I mean? Also, last but not least, the most important thing of this article, and he wanted to say that, they asked him about, will we get new game announcements in 2016? He said yes. So we got some unannounced games that may be releasing in 2016. And listen, I want you guys to listen to this and hear me out clearly. Whether you hate Microsoft or whatever, you don't care for their games, and I've always said, even on the podcast, the game of small talk. Hold on 1 second. I'm sorry. Oh, jeez. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. You cannot knock a company for appealing to their fan base. Like I'm an Xbox dude, so Xbox exclusives are more suited towards me. Like Nintendo dropped several AAAs this year, and kudos to them. I don't like them, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like I said, my gripe with Sony is they're not releasing any exclusives for AAA exclusives. I ain't talking about those indies. I'm talking about real $65 games. You know what I mean? For the PlayStation 4. But anyway, just think about, look what we got coming out that we know of for the Xbox One in 2016. Sea of Thieves, Recore, Quantum Break, Killer Instinct, Fable Legends, Gigantic, Cuphead, Crackdown, Scalebound, Gears of War 4, Halo Wars 2, Forza Horizon 3, and I know I forgot something else. Hold on, give me 1 second, okay? And I know I done forgot something else, you know what I mean? So, like, just think about that list I just named right there. Now, if the Xbox One can't put a dent in... So, anyway, as I was saying, you know what I mean? Just look at that list of games, you know what I mean? Like, that's bananas. Like I said, if the Xbox One, can't put I don't know what they are, but I don't believe by any means that the PlayStation 4 is outselling the Xbox One 3-1, 2, and none of that shit like that. I don't. Men lie, women, their software sales don't reflect that. They PlayStation Plus memory users, it was like 12 million, 11.5 million. If that, it doesn't reflect that, you know what I mean? Turn it down for Daddy, please. It doesn't reflect that, you know what I mean? So, but anyway, I don't want to talk about sales in this video. But just think about that. And we got some unannounced games. 2016 may be the greatest year in gaming ever. So on top of everything I just named for the, Xbox One, on PlayStation side, you got Street Fighter 5. Okay, Street Fighter heads out there. You got, I never really been a big Uncharted dude. I'm sorry, I just never have been. I always thought it was kind of cheesy, voice acting and stuff. It's like, give me Lara Croft. You know what I mean? But 2016 is going to be a great year for gaming, period. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck what flag you raise. You know what I mean? Nintendo got the NX coming out next year. Now, me, I don't think I'm going to buy that. Only way I will buy the NX, to be honest with you guys, because I don't really care for Nintendo exclusive. If Nintendo cut the bullshit, cut all the kiddie stuff, I need voice chat in every game mandatory. I need game invites in every game mandatory. I need an achievement system, you know what I mean? And I need the console to have third-party support. Now, how powerful the console is, I know it's going to be more powerful, more capable console than a PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. You got to look at it like this. It's new hardware. You got to think about this like also. The Xbox One and the PS4 came out in 2013. What was decided to go into those consoles was decided upon in 2011, 2012. So the NX is coming out in 2016. It's newer tech, you know what I mean? Probably what was decided to go inside the NX was in 2015. There's no choice but to be more powerful, more capable goddamn console. And it's rumored to be x86 also, so kudos to them. You know what I mean? But, that's, I don't, like I said, the power is not the issue. Because if power was my main thing, I game one PC, you know what I mean? That's not the issue. But if Nintendo can meet those things, they have, strong third party support and, voice, just the basic shit that I'm doing here online. I don't have to feel like I'm taking a step back. I'll buy one. But anyway, enough of that. Let me know what you feel about all these great exclusives that are come out to the Xbox One in 2016. How do you feel about getting Knights of the Old Republic reboot, remake? How do you feel about that? How do you feel about Phil Spencer? He wouldn't mind seeing Nintendo games on the Xbox One. I mean, Phil need a kick in his Phil need a kick in his head. Keep that shit over there. Say take that shit back on Avon Street. Any of you guys ever seen Jersey Drive? That was like the funniest movie. If you never seen it, it's about stolen car. Newark, New Jersey, where I'm from, was the stolen car capital of the world many years ago, a couple years ago, like '95, the '90s. And Heavy D had this line. They didn't even let them shoot the movie in Newark. So you know what I mean. Everybody from Newark looking at we all wanted to go see this movie. We had a movie about a city. The movie wasn't even shot in Newark. I don't know where the fuck they shot the movie at. And they showed one thing of Newark over by Prince Street when the camera go by and show the projects. I don't know how they did it over the helicopter ride through. Mayor Sharp James didn't get him the permit to shoot the movie in the city, which they should have. Would have brought money to the fucking city. But anyway, and Heavy D had this one line. Maya, turn that down. Heavy D had this one line in the movie. He said, "Man, take that shit back on Avon Street." It's Avon Avenue, not Avon Street. Everybody was like, "Oh." And I might even say it's Avon Avenue. We just say Avon. Like, that was the worst line fucking ever. But anyway, that's how I felt when Phil said that he want Nintendo games on my Xbox One. But this is your boy Next Gen. I'm out of here, man. And remember, if your grandmother got a fat ass, give her my number. I'm single, ready to mingle.